Hello, I'm Jeremy Sorensen, Director of Elementary Education. With a new elementary school opening next year, District 196 will need to adjust elementary attendance areas. We are proposing changes for 6 of our elementary schools beginning next year. Eastlake Elementary, Shannon Park Elementary, Highland Elementary, Diamond Path Elementary, Rosemount Elementary, and Red Pine Elementary. Before we explain the proposed changes, I'd like to acknowledge that students and families in District 196 love their elementary schools. We have equally excellent elementary schools, and the idea of changing schools brings out many different feelings. We are here to support you and your family as we consider the changes. As you will see in my presentation, we have tried to keep neighborhoods together and alleviate overcrowding in a rapidly growing area. That said, these proposals are not final. We are beginning a conversation and are eager to collect feedback on the plans over the next month. We'll be hosting family information sessions around the district and invite you to attend. Now let's get into the proposal's key elements and the process behind our recommendations. We will start by describing process and then provide a 2-part recommendation, which includes creating an attendance area for opening of the new elementary building and balancing enrollment at the elementary level across the southern portion of our district. We will conclude by outlining our community engagement process and discuss next steps as we move forward. We learned from the secondary balancing process in 2022 and are replicating that process because of the scope and scale of the proposals we are bringing today. These proposals span across the southern portion of the district and will affect many schools. We use an internal steering committee and multiple subgroups to develop proposals. Our goal is to collect public feedback on this plan and use the feedback to make any appropriate changes before bringing it back to the board for a final decision later in November. Our process has been a collaborative effort involving building principals from the impacted schools and a diverse group of district staff. Key departments such as transportation, student services, community education, secondary education, special education, finance, and communication have all contributed to the planning. We have reviewed enrollment across the district, consulted with our city planning departments regarding their comprehensive plan for future growth, and have analyzed multiple scenarios in terms of meeting the needs of balancing enrollment. This next phase of the process is critical in terms of getting feedback. Feedback and input from both the board and community members will help refine and strengthen the plan. Engaging community partners in this process ensures that the adjustments reflect the diverse needs and strategic priorities of our schools, families, and the district as a whole. For context, there has not been a comprehensive adjustment to elementary school attendance areas in this district since 1995. Since that time, there have been minor adjustments as schools have been built or developments have been created, but the changes to attendance areas have been isolated and met the needs of a specific area. This timeline shows highlights over the last 10 years in our district. Notably, there has been a significant change in the distribution of our student population across the district over the last several years, specifically growth in the southeast area of the district. When looking to make elementary attendance area adjustments and using our facilities efficiently and effectively, there are some district-wide focuses in mind. First, we want to maintain optimal school sizes and provide equitable experiences for students and staff. By targeting an ideal student population range of 600 to 800 students per building, we aim to ensure a consistent educational experience across the district. This is similar to the approach used in 2022 to establish more balanced secondary enrollments. Next, we are looking to alleviate overcrowding in elementary schools. And lastly, we're mindful of space needed for expanding early learning program, which is a directive the board provided us in June. We are not yet prepared to bring a recommendation for early childhood. However, this proposal accounts for existing early childhood classrooms in neighborhood schools. Our ultimate goal is to ensure our facilities can continue to meet the needs of all students, from early childhood through elementary education. Using our strategic plan as a guide, we believe the attendance area adjustments proposed will help ensure that students across the district have equitable access to well-resourced schools, aligned instructional practices, and consistent curriculum implementation, contributing to stronger student outcomes. In addition to our strategic priorities, there are a wide range of considerations we look at during this process. Consistent with past attendance area adjustments, our guiding principles have been to create attendance areas that protect the concept of neighborhood schools, are contiguous and follow natural boundaries when possible, and allow room for growth. Consider middle and high school attendance areas and adhere to all state and federal guidelines. Specifically, the Minnesota State desegregation and integration rules, making sure that through our adjustments, we are not creating any racially identifiable schools. Zone 1 is the new elementary school, located at the corner of Akron Avenue and Bon Air Path in Rosemount. It is located in the current Red Pine Elementary attendance area, just north of the border between Red Pine and Rosemount Elementary attendance areas. Red Pine is designated by the color pink, and Rosemount Elementary is designated as the color gray in this map. In developing the attendance area of the new elementary school, we have carefully considered several key factors. Because of their proximity to the site, both Red Pine Elementary and Rosemount Elementary are the two schools most impacted by the adjustments. One of our primary goals is to alleviate overcrowding at Rosemount Elementary, while ensuring that the new boundaries promote balanced enrollment across all affected schools. This process reflects a commitment to maintaining neighborhood schools and supporting the well-being and academic success of all of our students, and taking into consideration future growth from community development. This slide shows the addition of the proposed attendance area for the new elementary school. It is the purple space highlighted and circled in the above image. It encompasses densely populated areas with close proximity to the school. It also encompasses a rural and industrial area of our district that connects to neighboring district boundaries. One of the main goals of creating this attendance area was to alleviate overcrowding at Rosemount Elementary. This proposal reduces the number of students living in the Rosemount Elementary attendance area from 913 to 493 students. This allows room for growth from the Amber Fields area and additional developments within its attendance areas. This is a known area of growth in our district, and we anticipate that Rosemount Elementary will quickly be within the optimal zone of student population within the next few years. It also keeps the number of students living in the Red Pine attendance area at 636 and the new elementary building at 635. Zone 2 encompasses attendance area adjustments in the southern portion of the district. These are being proposed due to rapid population growth and the imbalanced distribution of students across schools. The schools impacted by the proposals are Diamond Path, which is pink on the map, East Lake, which is red on the map, Highland, which is aqua on the map, and Shannon Park, which is yellow on the map. Since East Lake Elementary opened in 2017, the area has become densely populated, leading to significant overcrowding. The number of students living in the East Lake attendance area is currently 913 students. In contrast, Shannon Park has 355 students, and Diamond Path has 384 students living in their attendance areas. The range or difference between the number of students living in a school's attendance area is as much as 556 students, or a whole elementary school enrollment. This creates inequities in staffing allocations, operating budgets, and opportunities for students. The proposed adjustments aim to balance enrollment to be more equitable among East Lake, Diamond Path, Highland, and Shannon Park, moving all schools towards our optimal enrollment of 600 to 800 students. Under the new plan, Diamond Path will have 578 students living in its attendance area, leaving room to accept intra-district international studies interests. East Lake drops to 710, Highland will have 662, and Shannon Park will be at 489. And they currently accept about 150 students who are inter-district transfers or open enroll. All schools will now be closer to the optimal range of 600 to 800 students and more capable of providing an equitable experience for our students, families, and staff. In this proposal, Diamond Path would be moving away from its magnet school designation. Diamond Path was originally configured as a magnet school. However, unlike other magnet schools, it was not a racially identifiable school. It became a magnet school because of its international studies theme. Diamond Path will continue that instructional theme. However, in moving away from the magnet school status, we will phase out transporting students from outside the school attendance areas. With this attendance area rebalancing, Diamond Path attendance area increases, so it will have more students from its neighborhood, while still maintaining capacity for inter-district transfers or open enrollment based on its international studies theme. If you recall from the previous slide, the current attendance area is 384, and the proposed attendance area would have 578 students. In the long run, this reduces overall transportation costs and there will be no other changes to magnet programming. The secondary process completed in 2022 has worked better than expected to stabilize and balance middle school enrollment. The only middle school pathway that would be affected by the elementary balancing is a small neighborhood, 59 students, that is moving from East Lake to Shannon Park. Currently, 100% of the students in the Shannon Park attendance area are also in the Rosemount Middle School area. As we increase the Shannon Park attendance area, we pick up one neighborhood that is zoned for Scott Highlands Middle School. We are proposing to adjust only this middle school attendance area so that the 10% of Shannon Park students can accompany their classmates to Rosemount Middle School. We expect parents will support this. Even though there are district-wide attendance area adjustments to elementary, there is no impact on high school, and this is the only middle school adjustment we are proposing. We believe this proposal has a number of comprehensive benefits for our district. It will provide balanced elementary enrollment across the district. It addresses overcrowding at Rosemount Elementary and East Lake Elementary. It stabilizes enrollment for multiple schools. It provides additional early learning space in elementary schools. For example, East Lake Elementary has 2 classrooms designed for early learning that are currently being used for K-5 education. Under this proposal, those rooms will again be used for early childhood learning. And overall, it improves our resource allocation. Our communication plan is shown here. Through the month of September, we'll be providing a number of communications to our staff and our community. In October, we'll hold a number of family information sessions and collect community feedback. We'll then take that feedback and make any necessary adjustments with a plan of bringing our final recommendation back to the school board sometime in November. As I conclude, I encourage you to visit our website, district196.org, to learn more. I also invite you to share your questions or concerns through our attendance area feedback form or attend an upcoming information session. Thank you for your collaboration and partnership.